Blue blue.
Where are we supposed to be going? Oh. I don't want to go back to my dorm yet. I think there's something we can do before that. Let me...
Ow! Oh.
Alright.
Anybody's having to refresh their Twitch page like 5 times when they load it up because it says failed to load module?
Sometimes, yes, actually.
Okay.
Not often, but sometimes.
Just started happening like a couple weeks ago for me.
It doesn't happen often. Maybe a handful of times I've had it. Alright. Earn link XP by talking to Emma in the library and at the old schoolhouse. Okay. We're gonna go talk to Fee, who's apparently hiding back here, probably from Emma. Nope, she's taking a nap. Imagine that.
Mood.
That doesn't even look particularly comfortable. But she was going to meet with Fee, right? So I guess I should wake her up, but...
Oh, Reen.
Hey, I was just passing by here when I saw you sleeping on that bench. I seem to recall you were supposed to be meeting up with Emma, weren't you?
I suppose so. Okay, later.
Wait a second. One more thing. I'm not sure how falling asleep at odd spots around campus like this is a good idea. If you really have to sleep during the day, I think you should at least use one of the infirmary beds.
I do. Sometimes. Beatrix gives me sweets if she's there.
Oh, the nurse? She does seem like a really kind person. But that's beside the point. You're a girl, you know, you need to be more...
Never mind that. Can you sense it?
Huh? Since what?
This building. It's changed again. A lot.
What?
Later.
It's changed? It's pretty late. I'll save checking that claim out until tomorrow. Wait. Does that mean Fee's been investigating the old schoolhouse on her own? Now we gotta go talk to Toa. Probably student council room. Get off button. Hey, look, it's so,
Are you getting used to life at the academy yet?
this one's voiced, okay.
Cool.
Except for Reen. Noah's voiced, apparently Reen's not.
JK.
I think I'm getting there. Classes have really gotten harder since the start of the year, but I feel so I'm keeping up.
That's good to hear. By the way, tomorrow is another free day. Are you really willing to help out again, like Instructor Sarah said?
Of course. Just let me know what you need my help with. Actually, if you can make a list for me, that'd make it easier to get everything done.
Thanks a lot, Reen. I really do appreciate it.
And that just means we're gonna get another list of things
I like
tomorrow.
how she asked this time if he was actually okay with it versus just assuming, because she knows.
Well, yeah, now that she knows
Yeah.
that Sarah roped
And-
us into it.
Also, why was that so one-sided? They couldn't have had Reen just be voiced for that one?
You know, I
Was
asked
that
that
so hard
question.
to say 3 lines? Yeah.
I asked that question a lot, and it doesn't ever get answered, and it doesn't ever get better. Why are you just standing here ominously at the front entrance?
She's just standing there, menacingly.
Menacingly.
Like, literally, just let me just stand here staring toward the town for some reason.
Maybe she's watching the beautiful sunset.
She could be.
I mean, you're right, but I'd go up to the roof of the building for that. It'd be prettier
Bush
from up
Road.
there. Should I go back to the dormitory? Yes. Oh, I hit stay outside. I was like,
You did.
what?
You done did hit stay outside.
Hey there, first year.
Best years.
Oh, it's you. I'm not going to play along with your scams this time, so you might as well be on your way.
I wasn't trying to hustle you before, honest. Did you,
Lies.
figure out how I did it, though? If you really want your 50 mirror back, I'll be happy to hand it over. But wouldn't you rather feel like you earned it? Come on, what do you say?
He's hustling us again.
Oh, yeah.
There had to have been a trick to it. Some form of sleight of hand. Something that wasn't as it seemed. If I had to guess, I'd say the crux of this illusion was...
The bag? It was part of a bag trick or whatever he did.
And we've got to vote for the bag. What about the other two?
I wasn't paying that much attention.
That's why I was like, I don't remember, but I think there was a bag involved.
There definitely was a coin toss, right?
I don't remember. It's been too many days.
It's the bag at his
I've
feet.
not rewatched these streams yet to tell you for sure.
Of course! I'm pretty sure he had a bag at his feet. Which means... You threw the coin in the air, but let it fall instead of trying to catch it. You let it fall right into the open bag lying in wait for it at your feet. Am I right?
Yeah, not bad. Well, wasn't expecting you to figure it out so quickly.
So I was right.
Yep, spot on. And a promise is a promise, so here's your 50 mirror. Sorry.
It's fine. Just forget it. It's only 50 mira. You can keep it.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's only
that's
50
mighty
of
generous.
Hey! Stop trying to leech money off innocent first years, you louse.
Oh, crap. It's the she-devil.
What?
I would not have called that voice husky.
bicycle? No, it looks like it's powered by orbital energy. Wait,
Horrible
I've seen
bicycle.
this girl somewhere before.
You're Reen, I take it. I've been hearing all about you from Toa and George. Sounds like you pulled off some pretty amazing stuff in your field study last month.
I'm surprised you know my name, actually. I didn't think I'd been doing anything worthy of such attention. Guess I should still officially introduce myself, though.
Man.
I'm
Look
Reen
at her
Schwarzer.
butt.
It's nice to meet you.
Same.
They really had to put the shine on her butt.
Of course they did.
I'm Angelica. Angelica Ragnar. Glad I could finally make your acquaintance.
Ragnar? As in Marquis Ragnar? Head of one of the 4 great houses?
Same reaction every time, I swear. Yeah, I'm his unworthy daughter. But he doesn't really want to have anything to do with me since I go around dressed like this.
I think it's less how you dress and more how you behave. Where are you going on that bike at this hour anyway?
Oh, George finally finished tuning the Orbital engine. So I figured I'd give it a run to the capital and back and see how it holds up.
Sure must be nice not to have a care in the world.
Look who's talking.
So you do ride it like a bike.
Maybe because it's an orbital bicycle.
It's an orbite.
Well, catch you later. I'm thinking of putting in a request for you sometime. If I do, I'd sure appreciate a swift response.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you to specifically do something for me.
Lost for words? That's a little something George put together a while back. He calls it an orbital bike. Pretty cool,
There it
huh?
is.
That was
It
correct.
is. It's kind of like a steel horse. I'm guessing you can't buy those in any shops?
Nah. The Ruhr Institute of Technology started putting that one together as part of a test. Then George finished it off. Jellica put up the money for the parts herself. Oh, but Toa and I helped out too.
Sounds like it must have been a pretty challenging project. Are you on good terms with Toa and George then? Angelica said she'd heard all about me from them. Maybe you had a little something to do with that too?
Well, we're all from different classes, but we've kind of stuck together for a while now. Come to think of it, I never did introduce myself, did I?
No,
No, he did not.
rather rude. He
Name's
just
Crow Armbrust. Second
took
year,
her money
class
and
5.
ran.
I'm sure I'll catch you
Stole our
around
money
again.
and walked away.
Later.
Smell you later.
So, his name's Crow, huh? Angelica's the daughter of Marquis Ragnar, Toa's the student council president, George is head of the engineering club. It seems like every second year I meet is somebody important.
Note, player for future references.
The Verdant City. So here we have a choice. We can either walk around the room and talk to people, or we can just progress to the next day. There's no advantage to talking to people other than just talking to people.
Up to you.
We're just gonna progress time. There's not really, unless you just want to have conversations and you get to learn a little bit more about the people, but nothing you wouldn't learn just playing the game and interacting with them.
You're saying we could have had lore?
Lord.
Nothing that you won't get from the rest of the game. Full house request. Finish up everything else. Alright, let's get started. What are the other two things? Okay. Well, we're not going to do any of those. we're just gonna go do the schoolhouse and the bonding events because screw everything else. All right, who do we talk to this time? So it looks like we have Gaius, Emma, Crow, and Sarah. Are our 4 options.
Have we bonded with Gaius yet?
We have not. The only ones from last time were Elise, Machias, and Laura, and we went with Elise and Laura.
I think we should do Gaius first.
Sure.
Guys? Okay. This way.
Oh, it caught up. Never mind. We're fine.
That was a very weird lag.
That was not so much a lag, so much as the my computer decided I need to replace the cable going from my one monitor to my computer. And I keep forgetting to do it. It's entirely my fault. Because it has a short in it that it'll just randomly disconnect the monitor. And so then the other 2 monitors, change to because it thinks that the monitor is disconnected. So they change and come back. And then it's like, oh wait, I do have a monitor there. And then they change and come back again. And that's what was causing that glitchiness. So it's like, disconnected monitor. Nope, I'm actually reconnected to this monitor now. Like, okay.
Oh, hello, Reen.
Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Nah, it's alright. Claire instructed me to do some desins, so I've been spending the day working on those. I felt a bit tired of finishing a couple of them though, so I'm just taking a break for now.
Sounds like you've been working hard at least. I kind of want to see what he's like when he's drawing. Good time with Gaius. Would it be okay if I stayed a while and watched you draw, guys?
Fine by me. Got any good advice? I'm all ears too.
Yes, because Reen is definitely the artsy fartsy type.
Yep.
Reen actually does know some art. He's not good at it, per se. I do think it's actually mentioned that he does a little bit of artwork at one point in his story, but he doesn't do it a lot, and he's not. Of course, it's Reen, so he doesn't think he's good at anything, and I don't know if it ever actually shows us or not. Wow, that's quite the elaborate drawing.
Compliments like that make me feel like I'm improving. But don't hold back if you have any criticisms to make.
Got it. You know, I think this looks pretty great already. You used to draw back home, right?
Yeah, I taught myself by painting landscapes and, well, mostly landscapes. But Clara, the head of the club, wasn't too thrilled to hear that.
How so?
According to her, I draw purely by feel, without even the most basic artistic techniques. She told me to take what I see and make it my own. I've been doing rough sketches like this since last month. In fact, I just finished my 100th sketch.
That's a lot. I don't know if I'd have the patience to sit down to do that many sketches. Isn't that kind of a pain?
It's not that bad. It helps that Clara's words resonated with me. That's what I'm doing with my time in the Empire, after all. I'm taking what I see and making it my own.
Now seems like it might be a good time to ask. Where are you from?
I suppose I never did mention that, did I? From the Nord Highlands to the north of the Empire.
Hold on. That's where Emperor Drykol's raised his army. All this time we were learning about Nord in class and you were from there.
Well, you know. I do plan on telling the rest of the class eventually.
Come to think of it, I don't know why Gaius came to the wars in the first place. Hopefully I get the chance to ask him sometime.
Is something wrong?
No, sorry. Just spacing out. I'd like to
The
see your
bubble over his
painting.
head was
was
very
done.
obvious.
If it turns into a painting worth seeing, I'll be sure to show you.
The three little dots appeared, and Gaius is like, "Are you good, man?"
You're not supposed to be looking at my thought bubbles.
They're private thought
Mind
bubbles.
your business, Gaius. There are my thought bubbles.
Alright. Now who do we go to? Emma, Crow, or Sarah?
I voted last time. Somebody else vote this time.
Sarah.
Ah, shit.
Hey, you voted last time.
She right. She caught you. You said you voted,
You
so
right.
she voted.
You're right. I'll just stop what I'm doing real quick and voice some lines. If my eyeball will cooperate. It's a little teary. Lovely. Well, if it isn't the rain bean machine, dutifully roaming the campus as always.
I feel like I'm wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do know it's the middle of the day, right?
You got a problem with me spending my afternoon drinking? It's my room and my beer. I'm not seeing the problem here.
Looks like she's already plastered. By her, she'd probably ready to leap into action if anything serious were to come up, though. So it'd be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't.
Hey, don't just stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come sit here and keep me company.
I don't see how that has any relation to me being a student.
I don't either.
Oh well, I guess as good a chance as any. I'll go get myself something to drink.
Oh, be a dear and get me something to snack on while you're out, would you?
Fine, fine.
Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I like to see. Building up experience and making memories is exactly what youth's all about.
I don't want to hear it. Not from the person who pushed me into it in the first place, anyway. Especially since I've had a lot on my mind lately, regardless.
So, this is about Machias, huh?
Was it that obvious?
Well, you don't exactly have a poker face.
Yeah.
He does not. And thought bubbles.
And thought bubbles.
Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet?
I thought you were gonna screw the line up and say make out with him. I was like, that's not what mine says.
I almost said make up to him, but then I read with instead, thankfully. But yeah.
I don't know. Maybe making out would help them. Who
You know,
knows?
it might work. You can always try it.
I wish. Not about the making out. That's just his line.
Are you sure about
I
that?
just want
Are
to be
you sure
clear.
about
Are you sure about that?
Want to be clear.
I think he wants them to make out, chat.
Oh,
I mean, that's what I
Are you
heard.
sure about that?
I mean,
as chat, I agree.
what? This line doesn't help either. If I'd been completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened. So it's all my fault. But
Yeah, they should kiss and make up.
yes.
no.
Yes.
I remember when I had such simple youthful worries.
I want to make it clear. Sarah is like our age. She's like 32. She's just a little bit older than us.
You know
Yes,
what? I thought
I
Hey, I mean, as long as he's 18, and
No. I'm not saying I'm not going Xander's route. I'm just saying, like, I remember when I had such simple, youthful worries. I'm like, you're not that much older than us, but you're right, and I hate it.
What she's saying is we're
Being
old.
an adult is sucks.
We are old.
Yeah, we are old.
We are old.
That's one way to brush me off.
Well, the way I see it, your best bet would be just focusing on helping the student council out for today.
Yeah, that's because you're the one that made me do it.
Yes. Helping other people out with their worries helps you develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own.
Really?
No, that's how you push off your own problems.
Of course! You need to take each and every request seriously and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. Player. Listening carefully to what a client says and figuring out what they really want from that is a key part of the job. After all, people tend not to say what's really on their mind. You have to listen for it. Hey, what's with that look?
I'm just surprised that you gave such a helpful one-point reply. Ask what you did before you became an instructor?
Well...
She was a bracer.
Let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you youngins helpful advice whenever you need it.
That would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lucid enough to dodge the question, though.
Either way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I'll always help you out if you really need me. For now, though, just focus on what you've got to do.
I suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. As well take it while I can and focus on helping out the student council.
That's the stuff.
I can take her advice, right?
You
course you
can.
can.
She's the helpful type of drunk. Helpful drunk.
Helpful drugs
I
exist.
don't remember when. I know we find out about her past at some point. I just don't know when it is.
Enough of that over there.
I'm doing the same thing over here, which is bad.
How dare you?
I can't believe 10 tried to modify memory me.
Yes, he did.
It
And
did
I
happen.
knew about it beforehand.
The audacity of him.
The audacity!
Which is why when you kept asking me what you were asking me about, I was like, let's just wait, because I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out.
Oof.
Oh, that wouldn't have changed anything.
But if you wouldn't have known about the lie in the first place, there would have been no reason for that to have happened.
I still would have known something was up with her. I just wouldn't have remembered that we had a minor disagreement the day before. And you
You would have
I'm
known
right.
something was up, but so the way he was originally talked about modifying it was that he was, and what he said is that he was going to make it seem like you had agreed to it, so there was no reason for you to have thought something else was off.
Too much time had passed by that point.
Not from the
It would have
altercation.
been 24 hours.
Not from when you had had the whole altercation of confronting him about it. His memory would have been implanting a memory that you two had had the conversation. He had told you something that you accepted as being the truth, and therefore you wouldn't have remembered that you were upset about it. You would have assumed, you would have remembered what he had told you in the modify as being the truth and had accepted that answer.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have told her exactly what had happened. He still hasn't told Zila what has happened.
It wasn't the fact he was going to tell you what has happened. He was going to have modified your memory to make you believed that he had told you what had happened and that you had accepted it.
Ah. I see.
Crafty.
But he would have what he would have told you to that he had said it happened would have been false.
Right.
But it would have been something that you would have accepted as true because
in
your memory you would have remembered accepting that excuse.
Ah, well. Thank
So
God
that's why I
for
was like,
wisdom saves.
I don't I'm gonna say anything yet for sure because I wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Thank God for wisdom saves.
Wisdom.
Thank God for being proficient in wisdom saves.
I am neither of those things.
I'm sitting there like, oh my God, if I ever needed a roll to be in my favor, it is now. But you know he's just going to keep trying, right?
But there's only there's only certain things he can work with because it's got to be within a day though. So
We have a limited time on what he can actually do. If we start to pursue things faster, then he can do the once per day spell.
yeah.
As the person with the answers to these questions, silence.
Yeah, you better have silence.
Keep that mouth shut over there with your information.
What information?
Exactly.
That Bilbo Baggins is gonna appear.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I knew it.
Yeah, I knew it.
They really did not fly to the Mount Doom. They just ended up in Barovia. See, you thought they were going through the mountains when they found Gollum. No, they were in Barovia.
No.
But
Imagine.
that also means Gollum's there. He's waiting for all of you. You're just gonna get stabbed by someone's. Yeah, you're just gonna get stabbed by something yelling, "Filthy hobbits! Filthy hobbits!"
Not if I stab him first.
Oh my God! Filthy hobbits!
Anyways.
Anywho's.
It's been about a month already, huh? I'm still kind of scared, but we can't just leave this place locked and pretend nothing's weird going on in here. Yeah, especially with the principal himself asking us to keep exploring it. We'll just have to take things nice and slow. I'm counting on you guys for backup.
Understood. I wish to do everything I can to assist in the name of Class 7. Even if more fiends were to appear, I'd relish the chance to test my mettle against them.
You feel a lot safer with you around, Laura.
I've heard the stories about this place, but quite honestly, I'm having a tough time believing them. A building that changes its layout all on its own seems, well, kind of impossible.
I imagine the only way to truly believe it would be to see it with your own eyes. As soon as you step through that door, you'll be left with no option but to accept that this place is not as it seems.
Yeah, I think you're in for quite a surprise. Come on, let's go. What the? What's going on?
This really is completely different from the last time we were here. What's that pestle-like structure over there?
I mean, we don't know either. This wasn't there last month. None of this was. Yeah, I don't remember it either. The staircase leading down to the ruins is completely gone, too. Instructor Sarah said she was going to investigate the ruins in her spare time as well, but she didn't mention anything like this.
Maybe someone sneaked inside and did this. No. Too large scale a change to have been done in such a short time.
He's foreign. He doesn't know how the words work. It's translation error, let's be honest.
Yep.
The most likely explanation seems to be that the ruins have changed their layout of their own again.
You can't be serious.
This truly is a fascinating place.
Well, standing around here isn't getting us anywhere. Let's go and get a closer look at the pedestal. I'm going to control it for all of 10 seconds while I run forward.
Just don't step on it, otherwise a slime might drop down and eat somebody. Or it's not a slime, it was a
plant
lot.
monster, wasn't it?
It's like a plant, like vine.
Yeah.
Gobble.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a turkey. Absolutely.
A plant turkey.
It just gobbled up poor Holbard. Rest in peace, Holbard.
Oh, that wasn't a plant thing. That was the flesh one. That was the flesh monster. It uses the stats of the plant monster, but it's the flesh monster.
I remember looking at it and it looks more plant-like.
It's because that's what the token is, but in the actual context of the module, it's supposed to be made of all of the rotten, discarded pieces of flesh from the sacrifices.
Good.
The more you know.
The more you
Yep,
know.
but because it uses the stats of a monster, it just had the generic monster token. So that was before I knew how to customize all those things like I do now and make my own stuff so that it doesn't look like that
I demand
anymore.
a re-picture of that.
Oh, well, I'll get one.
Well, it's definitely a device of some sort. If I were to guess, I'd say it's something similar to an elevator you find in a mine shaft. That's what it looks like anyway.
An elevator, huh? What if that means we can use this to go deeper underground?
It's worth a shot. Let's see. There we go. We can use this to descend one floor down. There appear to be other floors beyond that too, but access to anything lower is locked out.
Which means the area we explored last month will be the first floor, I suppose.
Gee, I wonder what the numbers relate to. Almost like we went to the first floor in Chapter 1, and we're going to the second floor in Chapter 2. I wonder what the other ones will be.
I didn't realize these ruins went farther than that.
My head is starting to hurt. If the rest of the floors are locked, that seems to suggest someone is trying to stop us, or anyone, from getting to them. But who would do that, and why?
I have no idea, but the proof is right here. All of the other floors are off limits. There's no model number or date anywhere either. which suggests this elevator was built at the same time as the building itself, back in the Middle Ages.
You're surprisingly well informed on technology, Elisa. It's not often that girls develop such an interest in machinery. Have you met half the people you talk to on the Trail series?
No, they haven't.
I don't know that much. It's all just low-level stuff. Plenty of other people could tell you the same thing, I'm sure. So, what are we going to do? Do you want to try using the elevator to go down to the second floor?
Yeah, I think we should. Though we have no idea what we're going to find down there, so we're going to need to be careful. Make sure you're well and truly prepared for anything. I didn't want... Ew.
Second floor. Everybody off, I guess?
Man, well, this was here last month, was it? It's kind of eerie. That door sure looks like the last one we saw last time, though. That means we can probably expect more monsters behind it.
Excellent. I'm itching to test my skills against them.
We should be careful in here. Monsters may end up being the least of our worries.
True, but the five of us shouldn't have any problems making good use of combat links, at least. Ready to get started?
Of course. Let's head in.
Onward!
Sky Spider. Because of course there has to be spiders.
Oh, treasure chest!
Oh, hey, a treasure chest.
Sing! 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 Sing!
It's the slowest ladder climb I've ever seen. In my
Oh,
life.
I know, it's painfully slow.
Sing! Sing! Sing!
The advantage is up.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Right. You still have a lot of training to do.
Sing! Sing!
We made it through. This will take everything we have.
My turn.
Ooh, we get to see Gaius's now.
O winds, grant me your strength!
Herb!
Calamity Hawk!
A danger bird.
Here we go.
Guys, it's my
Behold
it's
the might of the Arcade School!
birthday today-ish.
Huh?
It would have been Lily's
Radiant
birthday today,
Blade
relatively speaking.
Aww.
I have pictures of her eating cookies in my Facebook profile.
Aww.
We should keep going.
Did it!
That sure put up a fight.
Indeed, I suspect it considered this entire floor to be its domain. Still, it was nothing we couldn't handle. Perhaps that means the floor is ours now.
Yeah, it seems to have finally gotten the hang of combat links and everything. But it doesn't look like there's anything else to find here.
The path does appear to be dead end with this room. There don't even seem to be any valuables in here for that thing to have been guarding.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You look like you're lost in thought.
Did you sense something? No, I was just thinking about last month. It's exactly the same as what happened then. New area opens up, you reach the end of it, you fight a powerful enemy, and then hit it at end. The situation's identical. Now that you mention it...
That is suspicious.
Every path has to reach its end somewhere. Probably nothing more than coincidence.
You might be right. It just strikes me as odd, that's all. Either way, we've explored all we can for now. So, come on, let's head back outside. mysterious teleportation thing.
That was way more exhausting than I expected.
Yeah, the monsters down there were a lot stronger than the ones we fought last month. That elevator is the biggest conundrum, though. Where could it possibly have come from? We should report our findings to the principal right away.
Instructor Sarah, too.
Yes, that seems like the wisest course of action.
Sus cat is sus? Meow! Meow!
My first thought was like, Yoruichi, is that you from Bleach? No.
So, this month, there's suddenly an elevator allowing access to a floor even deeper below than the surface. Honestly, how many more surprises does that old schoolhouse hold?
There was nothing like that during my inspection last week, I can say that much. Why can't I be the one who finds all the cool stuff?
There seems to be a number of floors even deeper underground, too. But only the first two were accessible.
That's another mystery. I tried to find some means of unlocking the elevator so we could access the other floors, but it wouldn't budge. It's as if it's level locked.
If that's not the end of it, I wonder how far down it goes.
In the decades I've been here at this academy, this is the first I've heard of any additional floors whatsoever. Up until last month, the floor we used for your orienteering exercise is all we'd ever known. What we explored today didn't even exist until this week.
And easy access to this new area presented itself in the form of a convenient elevator, no less. I'd heard that many of the runes from the Dark Ages were fraught with mysteries, but this is almost inconceivable.
Inconceivable! Well, something must have caused the new areas to show themselves. But I don't have the slightest idea what that something could be. You wouldn't have any ideas, would you, sir?
Let me think. Perhaps it may have something to do with Emperor Dreckles.
Dreckles the Lionheart?
The very same. Emperor Dreckles left strict orders regarding that building, which have been passed down from principal to principal ever since. He proclaimed that the old schoolhouse was to be preserved as is until the promised day arrives.
The promise day? What does that mean?
That I couldn't say. Though some have speculated it ties back to the War of the Lions 250 years ago, and to Dreckel's companion, the brave Saint Sandlot.
Saint Leanne Sandlot?
The Lance Maiden. If Emperor Dreikel's words did concern the War of the Lions, it does stand to reason that she be connected. She and her Eisenritter fought valiantly at his side throughout the conflict. Valiantly enough to be regarded as a saint by the Septian Church. I imagine few in Arabonia don't at least know the name.
Her name is celebrated even in my hometown. I'm about as far out in the Empire as you can get.
There's no shortage of legends and mystery surrounding her life. And her death, for that matter. But how in the world would she be connected to the old schoolhouse?
Well, I'm not certain she is. When I think of the alterations that have begun to occur inside the building, and of Dreckel's words, I find it difficult to believe that there's no connection. It just strikes me as more than mere coincidence.
I guess that's as good a theory as any. What does the promise day refer to?
Well, with so little information, we could speculate all night, and I doubt we'd be any closer to a legitimate answer. We'll just have to keep searching in the ruins and see what we find.
You've performed admirably, Class 7. Truly appreciate all your efforts. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you here so long.
Not at all. I'm just happy to give you help. If we discover anything else, we'll let you know at once, sir.
Excellent. Feel free to prioritize other tasks as you see fit, however. You're not my personal assistants, after all.
We aren't? What?
Thanks for the help, everyone.
Think nothing of it. Honestly, I want to solve the mysteries of that place as much as you do at this point.
I feel the same, and fighting the monsters within serves as excellent training. I would be more than happy to accompany you again should the opportunity arise.
Yeah. It's not right for you to have to do all that hard work, Rain. It goes for the other requests you do on your free days, too. The help's just a call away if you ever need it. Thanks. I'm sure I'll take you up on that.
I'll see you back at the dormitory. Take care.
And we'll have to continue this next year?
It's only 11 o'clock.
Okay.
We can at least finish out
Damn.
the...
I just started putting my third coat of nail polish on and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got time. So we can either go the uses or fee. That's our only two options.
Fee.
Fee? Fee fi fo fum. She's not sleeping.
I'm about to be sleepy.
What are you doing, Fee?
Not much. Looking for somewhere to nap, I guess.
I guess? I can never tell what she's thinking. Maybe I should talk to her a bit more. Try to get to know her. Would you mind if I stick around here?
Go ahead. It's all yours. See you later.
I meant stuck around with you so we could talk for a while.
Okay.
So, are you always here this time of day?
Sometimes. Unless I'm napping somewhere else.
Yeah, I do see you napping a lot. So do you, like naps?
They're okay. What else is there to do during school hours?
Oh, come on. Don't be ridiculous. There are plenty of things to do here, and you won't even get to do the same some of them when you're older.
For example?
There's studying, joining clubs, hanging out with your friends, all sorts of stuff.
I'm in a club.
Yeah.
Bless you.
The gardening club, actually.
Whoa, when did you join that? I have to admit, I'm pretty surprised. What sort of things are you growing?
Nothing.
Right. If you do end up growing something, I'd love to see it.
Sure. You act like you're my dad or something. Do you get a kick out of getting involved in other people's business?
He does.
Well, I don't know about that. The way I act with my sister, so maybe that's it. Sorry if I upset you or anything. I'll try not to be so nosy in the future.
Either way, I don't exactly hate it.
Huh?
I've got to get to gardening club.
Wait, now? Seriously?
We're allowed to stop by whenever we want. See ya.
Hey, this is just the... Fee?
Hup.
Fee jumped down.
But she's in the background.
Fee!
But she's in the background.
If you rush the window, panic.
But she's in the background.
Is she alright? Coming down from here without even a scratch isn't just athletic. It's almost inhuman. Why did she learn to do that?
She's a ninja.
Interesting.
Alright. We can save here.
Now we will continue this next year.
We'll continue it next week and slash next year.
Next year.
Y'all, so I suppose. Alrighty. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate. This will be the only stream we have this week. Because I will be out of town for the holiday. So I will not be around. We will pick back up next week once I get back. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.